What is going on, guys? Miles here, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to unlock the Zombie Fanatic trophy / achievement in Black Ops 4. To get this achievement you need to unlock all 4 of the new zombies characters as well as the 4 original characters. So you need to unlock Bruno, Scarlett, Diego, Shaw, Dempsey, Takeo, Nikolai and Richtofen. All of which I'll be covering in this video, and I'm going to start off with the newer zombies characters. The first one we have is Diego, who I would say is the easiest to unlock out of the new characters. To get him you need to get an item called the Pulp Magazine, which you can acquire by killing zombies or from the Blightfather boss, which is in the game sometimes. I would definitely recommend killing zombies for this item because it's going to be a lot easier than killing the boss, and it's not like a super rare drop from zombies or anything. Maybe it's like 1 in 100, so if you just keep dropping Asylum, you will get this item eventually. Once you have it, you simply need to get 1 down with a headshot, which is a pretty easy task. If you just sneak up behind someone, you shouldn't have any trouble getting this. The second character we have is Scarlett, and to unlock Scarlett, you first need to find an item called Racing Goggles and Scarf, which once again you can get by killing zombies and also from the Blightfather event. I got this one by killing zombies, so I would recommend you guys do that as well. Once you have this item, you need to kill an enemy by driving into them with a vehicle, and for this one you have 2 different options. You can go with the quad bike or you can go with the cargo truck. Each one has its own pros and cons. For the quad bike you have faster speed and better handling, which might be useful, whereas for the cargo truck you have a lot more cover and the vehicle itself is bigger, so you might find it easier to kill someone, and also you're less likely to die whilst in the cargo truck since you have much more cover. Overall, I would probably say the cargo truck is better. That's what I used when I went for this one myself. And as for actually completing the challenge, it's a bit of a pain to do, but what was really lucky for me was that I was in a solo game in the cargo truck and I saw 2 other guys fighting it out, so I kind of just like third-partied them and managed to knock one of them down. And this is especially useful because I believe when you hit someone with one of these vehicles, it only does like 100 damage, so you're not going to one-shot someone from full HP. So this makes it a little bit of a pain to do, so you can either try and like third-party someone like I did, or you can try and like shoot a few bullets at them and then run them over with a truck. It's a bit of a weird one, but eventually you should get it. Next up we have Shaw, and to unlock him you first need to get an item called an alchemical set, which I have only found spawned in the mystery box. Once you have this item you need to kill 2 enemies with a ray fire or acid bomb, and these are kind of explosive weapons which will spawn in the mystery box alongside the alchemical set. You will get 2 ray fires and 2 acid bombs alongside this alchemical set. You want to take all of these items if you do find it. As for getting the 2 kills, I would highly recommend you guys play in duos or quads because this will make it a lot easier, because once you have these items you can down someone with a regular weapon like an ICR, and then you can run up to them and finish them off with an acid bomb or a ray fire, and if you do that twice you will unlock this challenge. I would say the challenge isn't super difficult to do, but I still haven't got it yet because finding the alchemical set seems to be incredibly rare. I've only seen it twice myself, once in a mystery box and once from other players. And likewise with the Scarlet item, you then need to just finish the game once you've completed your challenge. It doesn't exactly matter where you come in terms of the rankings. For the final new character we have Bruno, who seems to be the hardest to get out of these 4. His challenge isn't exactly difficult, but he just seems to be incredibly rare. To unlock Bruno you need to find an item called a mugshot, which apparently only spawns in supply drops, but personally I've actually never found it in a supply drop myself, and I was reading online about someone who opened like 100 supply drops and they still haven't gotten the mugshot. So this one seems to be very rare, but once you have the item you simply need to down an enemy with a melee attack, and that challenge isn't that difficult. If you have like a Bowie knife or the brawler perk you shouldn't have any trouble doing it since it is a one-shot kill, and then you need to finish the match with the mugshot in your inventory. So that covers all of the new characters. As for the old ones, these ones I would say are a lot easier, mainly because they don't actually rely on RNG, which I'm a huge fan of. Let's start off with Dempsey, who I would say is the easiest one out of the old characters to unlock. To unlock Dempsey you need to find an item called the Juggernog bottle, and I found this in the Nuketown bunker. If you go into the diner section, right in the middle you can find this Juggernog bottle. I believe it has a 100% spawn rate, which is absolutely amazing. amazing for these challenges. Once you have the item, you simply need to kill any enemy with any grenade. I haven't done a ton of testing on this myself, but as far as I'm aware, you can only use frag grenades as well as cluster grenades. Once you've done that, you simply need to finish the game with the Juggernaut bottle in your inventory. Next up, we have Takeo, and to unlock him, you need to get an item called the Note to the Emperor or something like that. And to get the note, you need to basically find a typewriter, which can be found in a few different spots around the map. The typewriter can spawn at the very top of the lighthouse in a small room. It can spawn in the boxing gym just south of Rivertown if you go up the stairs into the small room. And also it can spawn in the asylum if you go up the stairs and then go into the most western room where there's this office. I believe you can get the note from any of the typewriters in any given game, so shouldn't have any trouble really getting this item. Once you have it, you simply need to not use any equipment for the rest of the game. So that's things like grenades, barricades, trophy systems, etc. Don't use any of them, and then you need to place top 3 if you're playing squads, top 8 if you're playing duos, or top 15 if you're playing solos with this note in your inventory. So Takeo really isn't too bad to get, especially if you're playing in duos or quads, because you can't use any equipment, but if you just tell your teammates where the equipment is, they can pick it up and then place it or use it for you. So this challenge really isn't that difficult, and you probably just want to camp it out. After this, we have Nikolai, and to unlock him, you first want to go to the graveyard unnamed location, which can be found just southeast of the asylum building. Once you're in the graveyard, you want to find yourself a monkey bomb, and that shouldn't be very difficult to do because monkey bombs can spawn all over this graveyard, and there should always be a couple you can pick up. Once you have the monkey bomb, you want to go to the small building in the graveyard on the north side with the locked door, and you want to throw the monkey bomb just outside the door, and when the monkey bomb explodes, the door will open, and inside that room you can find a Russian tanker hat, which is the item you need for Nikolai. Once you have this item, you simply need to place top 3 in squads, top 5 in duos, or top 10 in solos with this item in your inventory. And for the final character, we have the classic Richtofen, and I've seen a lot of different ways to get this guy online, and the only method I'll go through in this video is the one which worked for me. Bear in mind, when I got Richtofen at the time, I was playing Dempsey, and this is important because a lot of people have been saying to unlock Richtofen, you need to play as one of the original zombies characters in that game, which would be either Nikolai, Dempsey, or Takeo. I didn't do testing on it myself, but I was playing as one of these characters when I got him, so I would recommend just getting Dempsey first and then go for Richtofen afterwards. So once you unlock Dempsey, select him as your character and then drop into the map and go to Asylum straight away. When you're in Asylum, go up the stairs in the west room into the office room where you want to get the note to the Emperor, which I mentioned earlier for Takeo's mission. Once you have this note from Emperor, you want to go into the middle area of this asylum where the blood fountain is located, and you want to press square on the blood fountain, which will destroy your note to the Emperor. And when that happens, some blood vials will spawn on the floor beneath you. You want to pick up those blood vials and then finish the game in top 2 for squads, top 3 in duos, or top 5 in solos with these blood vials in your inventory. So that's how to unlock all 8 of the zombies characters within the Blackout game mode in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Overall, I'm really happy with how Tryout handled the original zombies characters in Blackout, because there isn't really any RNG behind them, which makes them a lot more fun to grind out and unlock. But hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops 4, but I'll see you guys in another video.